Testing, testing, testing. See if I get any volume here. Okay, so I have to do this. Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome back to another Acelith Design Endurance Championship, or as I like to call it, the Driver's Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship. So, since I've retired from racing until 2022, I have decided to do some live comms today, and yeah, live comms from PlayStation 5, so hopefully my stream will be a little bit better, less pixelated, but bitrate is probably just as bad as it always is. So, today we are in round 2 of the Acelith Design and Season 3, Tier 1. I did not do any live comms last week because, yeah, I am not going to do this every single week, unfortunately. But if there's room and if I have the passion for it, I will do live comms for the Driver's Room guys and for Gadget and wherever he needs me in whatever capacity. But sadly, I will not be racing anymore in the 1 hour endurance championship for the remainder of this year, as we see Plux going out on the grass. So today we are at the normal Nordschleife layout, and we are in the Group 3 machines. So yeah, Nürburgring is my favorite track in the world. I was planning, maybe thinking about doing a guest appearance for Tier 2, but it's been quite hot in Norway these days, and don't want to overheat, and so I'm just gonna do some live comms. So with that said, we have the reigning champion Plux the Duck in P1 at the moment. The qualifying has not started yet. Qualifying will initiate in 14 minutes. And Plux the Duck has had a season off, a sabbatical, to recharge his batteries. Pretty similar to what I did last year in, I believe it was Season 3, where I did a little sabbatical, took a break, and came back stronger in Season 4. Unfortunately, that's not the case this time for me. I am staying out of this championship until next year, or until Gran Turismo 7 is finally released. So, we've followed Plux now for a couple of laps, so let's go down the field and see who else is in it. And just to mention, Plux the Duck is the leader of the Made for Racing crew, and he has been dubbed the wonderful nickname Baby Spice. Here we have Glover Barnett, also part of the Spice crew, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the nickname we had for him, but he is part of the Spice crew as well, driving the Matchbox car. I'm just gonna do a little simple There we go. Just type some extra messages on the Discord. So, as we said, Glover in second place right now, but the qualifying has not started. He's in the Mighty Jag, and we have Sir Bottle Job. Will he bottle it yet again today? That remains to be seen, but he is in the Mighty Screaming RX Vision, and he is Bottle Spice. So he's also part of the Spice crew. Here we have my good pal Eriton Senna. I've had a lot of good battles with him in Tier 1 and Tier 2, and it's kind of sad that I won't be racing with him at the proper racing league here for a while now. We have Diesel. He is nicknamed Old Spice. So we have Sir Old Spice in the beautiful liveried M4R car made for racing. So the Spice Boys have totally invaded the Tier 1 Championship division. Here we have the creator and mastermind behind the Drivers Room Endurance Championship, or the Acelith Design Endurance Championship. We have Gadget334, also a man I've raced with quite a bit, and he's a good, hard, strong, and fair racer. Very difficult to get past, and yeah, he is a very, very good guy. I hate to say this, but, you know, we haven't always seen eye to eye, but in the end of things, we love the racing. We have a big passion for racing, and in the end, Discord arguing and all that doesn't really matter as long as we can enjoy the racing together. We have Johnny Hodgson. He is also part of the Team Sigma crew, so not only has Plux his Spice Boys, but we have Johnny Hudson and his Sigma crew that he is in with Gadget. As I've said on a lot of occasions and in my edited videos, I do love the Sigma livery, and we see KLS coming into the fray. Bobolopo is also a part of the Sigma crew, but he has changed his livery to Steel Series. So let's hope the Bulgarian stallion is able to bring home a good result. He is a very strong driver indeed, possibly a lot stronger than what I am, but the few occasions I've had, I have been able to beat him, but he's also beaten me quite a lot, so look out for Bobolupo, or Rock Boy as we know him in Discord, because yeah, he is not a slow driver. Here we have Darth Vader, a little inboard joke with you. For those of you that know about this, we have a little joke for Muller. But it's all meant in good fun and spirit, so let's wish Muller good luck, and let's see if he is able to bring home a decent result. I know for a fact that Muller isn't really too keen on the Nordschleife. A lot of the people in the driver's room call this track more or less Nordscheit. It is a difficult track. We have almost 20 kilometers of road, and I think it's over 100 turns. So yeah, there's a lot to pay attention to in this race, that's for sure. As we have Ricey commenting or commenting. Hey, Ricey. Yeah, of course. I love this track, Ricey, and it's a shame I'm not racing today, but instead of overheating in my room, I I have decided to just do some live comms because I love this track to death. This is the track I could drive for 8 rounds in a row in the ADEC Championship, and it wouldn't even bother me one bit. So we have Blue Racer in the pits in the Sega livery. We have DJ Rice over here in the pits as well in the mighty Supra. And we have Mr. Berkey Baby in the Godzilla. Still waiting for a few guys to get out on track. We have first time of Asking Spice we're still waiting for, and that is Brit in the Spit or Paul Walsh or TX141, depending on what medium you follow him on. So check out his live stream on his Twitch channel, TX141. He does this from cockpit view of all things, and yeah, he is a very, very rapid and fast driver. KLS as well have had a lot of good battles with this man. He is a good, fair, clean racer, and pretty damn fast. So good luck to KLS as well. Yeah, the heat. How is it on your end today, Dicey? It's about 25 or so in my area today. So yeah, at least we've had a few wind gushes, so it has felt a little chillier than what it's supposed to, but it's still pretty warm over here today. I might have to bring something else to drink, otherwise my throat might dry up, but let's try. There we see Brit in the Spit on the track as well, so let's try and find him. He is driving a new livery for this season, made for charity. I don't remember what charity he is driving for again, but it is for a good cause, and he's going to drive this livery for the rest of the year. And I do love when YouTubers and Twitchers drive for a charity. Just look at the Super GT when they did 200 laps of the ring, and yeah, that took him almost 30 hours to complete in a GR3 machine. So, that is Brit in a Spit. So let's see if I can get him over here. So I'm just gonna say hi to him. You might hear some voice in the background. Oh, I just gotta mute myself. Hold on. Qualifier starting a little bit earlier than my All right, good luck to everyone, and yeah, let's see how everyone does. I'm just gonna do this. Go back in. As we see, Gadget going for the exit out of the pits straight away. So, It is going to be a little bit longer of qualifier, extended by 3 minutes because it takes about, what is it, about 7-ish minutes to drive around in these Group 3 machines. And we see Plux following closely. See if we can get an onboard view. Let's see if Plux can tame this mighty RX Vision screaming machine. And as I've said before, Gadget is not an easy man to get past. He is a very, very smart ring fox. And another little background information about these two. Since I've talked a lot with Gadget and Plux in the earlier days of, well, when I joined ADEC, I did learn that Gadget and Plux are actually real-life friends. And they did an actual 24-hour race with each other and one or two more guys. So they shared one PlayStation. I think it was either PlayStation Gran Turismo 5 or Gran Turismo 6. I don't really remember the game. Maybe it was Gran Turismo 4. And yeah, they did an actual 24-hour race with driver swaps and rest time and all of those good stuffs. And I think we have KLS, he's stuck in the pit. So it might be a restart incoming for this qualifier. Or they will continue. KLS is still stuck in the pits. Just making Gadget aware of the problem. I have another responsibility, and that is to make sure Gadget gets the... Okay. Oh, yeah. KLS will, leave the room. He will not be able to do the qualifier, but he will start at the back. So, at least Gadget is aware of that, and that is the good thing about being a live comms guy. I can notify the host that there has been a problem, and appropriate measures can be taken so that everyone can be on track and enjoy the racing. So, We are about to get out on our first flyer. It has taken over 5 minutes to drive around. Gadget is back on track, so he reset his car. He's probably going to do one out lap and one flyer. As we see Juggernaut disconnecting. A man we forgot to mention. Lost in all of the action on track. So, Johnny in second, Britney in third in the mighty Gojira, Bobolopo in the Yeedle, as Lioness he calls it, Sir Bottlejob in the RX, Glover in the mighty Jag, we have Senna in the Merc, one of my favorite cars because of the exhaust pops, Berkey Baby in the Gojira, we have Ricey in the beautiful Supra. It's a very sexy looking livery of that. Blue Racer in 10th before he sets off on his flyer. So also a strong and fast racer. So look out for this man. Muller, not a big fan of the ring, but he's going to give it his all. And yeah, he's not one to back down from a fight. Gadget, like I said before, him and Plux have done a real life 24-hour race of the ring in Gran Turismo. And they know this track well. I know this track well. Unfortunately for me, they are a lot faster and quicker than I will ever be, because they might go 98% full force, while I will just go about 88 or 90% full force. Try to hold it a little bit back, because I'm not too confident in myself. As we see Pluxy being chased by Johnny. That is Juggernaut back in the room, so two people will be forced to start from the back. So it's going to be a manual grid sorting when the qualifier is over, and Gadget will have to set the grid manually to incorporate and bring Juggernaut and KLS back on track. So no one has set a lap time yet, and that is pretty obvious because they're still out on their flyer. 3 minutes on their flyer as of right now. 3 minutes 12 seconds for Plux. We have now 3 minutes and 1 for Bottle, and qualifying is actually quite important in this race. It's like Monaco Grand Prix from a few weekends back. That race is usually won in the qualifier. It's a little bit less certain in the Nürburgring Nordschleife race because of because of, unforeseen errors. People can go out on the grass and suddenly, wear off into the grass, into the wall, get damaged. Oh yeah, that's another thing to mention on beautiful replay angles there. That is another thing to mention for Tier 1. For those of you just joining, for those of you that haven't seen the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship before, is that Tier 2 and the previous Tier 3 were running strong shortcut penalties, but a weak damage system. And in Tier 1, we run a heavy damage model. Now, I have been very opposed to the heavy damage, and I've said this plenty, but it is not going to be changed. When you get some damage, and the damage model is very sensitive in GT Sport, when you get some damage, if you say smash into the wall, you get some damage to your left suspension front and rear, and you get engine and aerodynamic damage. The only way you can get rid of that damage in Tier 1 of this championship is to go into the pits and have it fixed. In the weak damage model, it is fixed after 20 or 30 seconds, I believe. And yeah, so the stakes are high in Tier 1. And one little mistake can be quite costly. I remember from a few seasons back where we had GR2s on this track. Senna and Smith got damage in the very early stages of the race, even Jules. And they had to limp back to the pits, and that took them 12 minutes alone. Right now the cars go in an excess of 270 kilometers down the straight. With the heavy damage on the engine and all that, the car barely does 120 down the straight. Maybe 200 if you're lucky. And we see Plux with a 6-minute 28, and we have 6:30 for Johnny. What will 6:32 for Britt. Britt is not too confident on this track from what I understand. As we see Bottle Job coming up to set a 6:34, putting him in 4th place. As we see Glover coming over to set his first time, a 6:39. And we have Senna with a 6:38. And Berkey Baby now with a 6. Berkey Baby is coming over to finish his first flyer. He will have time for another flyer. Berkey Baby with a 6:39.0. We have DJ Rice, or Ricey as we all call him, the Gary Killer. Smack talker Gary lost in Dirt Rally last night. Sorry, Gary. A 6:35 from Rice, a very good time. As we see Blue Racer, a 6:28.757. Holy balls! We have Glover. Yeah, he's way in front. The system is a little whack at the moment. Old Spice coming over to set his first flyer. What will it be? 6:33.612, putting him in 5th place. We have Muller now, and deep on the grass there. And he gets a little penalty for his troubles. I don't think that's going to set him back when he crosses the line, though. Coming over to the mini carousel, we have Gadget and the big carousel. Bobalupo and some free air. He's still on his out lap. He hasn't set a lap yet. I think he will just be able to set a lap. Yeah, I think he will just be able to set one. It's going to be close though. Very close. Okay, we have Muller about to set his first lap time. Manages to shake the penalty as well. Comes over to set a lap time of 6:51. He's had a few mistakes here and there, and that has cost him about 20, almost 30 seconds. As we see the ring fox, or as we call it in Norway, ringrev, basically roughly translated is ring fox, gadget, and Plux. He is yet to set a time. I think he will just be able to set a time, and that will be the end of the quali for Sir Gadget. I am sorry for the distraction I caused, Gadget, and I hope I didn't ruin your chances for a good quali if you're watching this back. Sorry about that. I need to take a drink. We're gonna follow Gadget to the end. Yeah, it's gonna be just this lap. I don't think Bobalupo will be able to set a lap time, unfortunately. Or is it? Yeah, he is out on his flyer right now. So yeah, he will be setting a lap time. There's 7 minutes remaining for the guys to get themselves back to the start-finish area. 6:33 for 10 for Gadget. So he's the first to finish the quali, and that puts him up into 5th position. He might have been able to get it a little better, but yeah, things happen. And Plux has just eased it off. He has screwed up somewhere and is not willing to try and improve. He's not going to improve, so he let Mr. What was it, Johnny, through. Johnny has a second penalty for his troubles. Will that be counted towards the qualifying end result? He's 2 seconds ahead of Britney Spit though. Britney Spit getting a little bit slipstream from the Duck Master. Quack. Camera angles are a little funky. Let's take a look at, where is he? There's Johnny. Let's see if Johnny is able to improve. He does not improve and sends his car to the side. As we see Britney Spit improving, and it's not enough to gain him another position. There we have Blue. We have Sir Bottle Job with 6:32.0, putting him in 5th position. And we have, oh, Diesel has gotten some mighty damage there. He's not going to be able to improve his time at all. As we see, where was that? Glover is in 9th position. And Ricey has unfortunately damaged his car as well. And Senna has finished, did not improve. Berkey Baby has not improved either. He's trying to do some test starts for his car. And Muller is on his out lap. Okay. Let's take a look at Bubbalupo as he, oh yeah, he's not gonna improve either. So I think it is safe to say that Plux has nabbed pole position yet again. Not a big surprise because Plux the Duck is just inhuman, and he proves that he is mighty strong around the ring, and like me, him and Gadget truly enjoys and loves the Nordschleife. It is a track that has a special place in my heart, and like I said earlier, I could drive this track for 8 rounds per season and it wouldn't even bother me or bore me, because this track is just a wonderful, wonderful track. Sad to say, my friend Monginho would not agree with me. He hates this track with a passion, like I hate Brands Hatch with a passion. So sorry for that, fellow Brits, if you're watching this. So we have Blue Racer with his best lap time of a 6:28.7. We have Johnny with a 6:30.5. Britain Spit with a 6:31.1. Mr. Bottle Job with a 32.0. Gadget with a 33.4. I'm pretty sure he would have been able to get a better time if I didn't distract him, but I had to make sure he got the info about a few people stuck on the pit lane. Diesel with a 6:33.6. He's not going to improve. Ricey there. He has a 6:35.8. A 6:37.5 for Glover, and we have a 6:38.3 for my friend Senna. 39.0 for Berkey, probably had a few mishaps here and there. Muller, he has not been able to set a good time, a 6:51, so that's going to be his finishing position. Unfortunately, Bubbalupo or Rockboy will not be able to set a good lap time here because of damage. And that is the scary thing about the ring and heavy damage. You damage your car and your car is crippled before you can, you have to go into the pits and fix it. So we're gonna follow Bubbalupo now. A 6:40 or 50 for his last flyer. That should be more or less everyone. Muller is not backing down from a challenge, but he isn't a big fan, like I've said earlier, of the Nordschleife. He will give it his all, though. I know that much. Very difficult competitor to get past as well. Very fair, very strong, and his defense is second to none. Same with Gadget, same with Plux, same with a lot of people in this championship. A lot of good, strong racers in the ADEC championship, and very great caliber of racers. As we wait for this race to actually start and to be restarted with manual grid starts. Qualifier has ended. I think I got the screen for Gadget should he require it, and it is on my stream as well. Capture that screen as well. I'm guessing Gadget will notify the drivers. Yep, abort. There we go. Whoops. Gadget isn't restarting the room. He's just going to Oh, Senna game has crashed. Oh, okay. That's fun. Okay, so I have closed Paul's stream, TX141, so check him out if you want to. He does this race from onboard, and he is a very, very fast and clean racer. He might not pay attention a lot to the chat because he has enough trouble to focus on the race, and that is going to be his focal point now, and he has to put his mindset into just pure focus. So, when Gadget is finished, he will get KLS and Juggernaut back on track. I might not do any after post-race interviews, but you never know if the guys are up for it. I'll see if I can find a few questions to ask the guys. So, here we go. About time to get this show on the road. So I'm just gonna check Mr. Jason Halder. They have started racing. They are on second lap. We have Vlad, whatever his name is, in first, Mickey in second, Jules in third, Daz in fourth, Nightmare in fifth, Jason in sixth, Dennis in seventh, and Topa in eighth. That is the grid position as of right now. But I'll check out his stream later. And let's see what Mizio Gadget. Okay, grid has been reset. Everyone to track and restart without quali. Well, race will start without quali. There we go. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to exit and I'm going to wait until the track counts down or the race counts down, then go back so that I can get all views. Because otherwise you're stuck in the replay camera angle. I'm just waiting for this stuff to work. Come on. There we go. That should be, yep. So let's take a look at Plux as he revs up this car. How would it go into turn 1? And we're off on round 2 of the ADEC Championship Season 3, Tier 1. Good start from Plux as always. And where's the overhead view thingy? There we go. And there we go. I like that overview. As we see Blue Razor right on Plux's heels, we have Johnny in third, we have Britain Spit in fourth. I don't think any positions have been lost or gained. As we see Gadget in seventh, Ricey in eighth, Bublopo in ninth, Art and Senna. I think Bublopo actually was able to gain a few positions from that. As we see Berkey Baby and the poor starting Gojira Juggernaut. Glover has fallen down, and we have KLS all the way in the back with Racing Mediums. That is ballsy. As we come back with Plux and Blue, as we see Blue is right on Plux's heels. But Plux should be able to pull away shortly. And Plux is more or less the Sabine Schmitz of Gran Turismo. There's been very few of us that have been able to beat Plux on the Nordschleife. One hour of pure racing fun. Sadly, I don't really know the names of the corners all that much. There's too many to keep track of on the Nordschleife. I know the carousels, and that's about it, unfortunately. Love the track, just haven't been able to make the corner names stick. Britney's Bit in 4th. We have Sir Bottle Job in 5th, just ahead of Old Spice and Gadget, the Ring Fox Gadget. And I think Gadget has a bit of run on Diesel. Diesel will have to be careful here. Otherwise, he might lose his position to Gadget. Gadget's all over his ass. Sorry, all over his butt. Gadget is looking for a way through, but it is not easy on the Nordschleife. It is not easy to pass on this track. It barely has enough room for 2 cars in the width. Don't think Gadget's gonna attempt anything here as we go back to Blue Razor and Plucks the Duck. And Blue is really on the attack. He wants to get past Plugs, but he gets sent off to the grass by Plugs. Plugs is really not having any of this, and he's going balls to the wall at the very first lap. Blue Racer did lose a little bit of momentum from that. That was maybe a little bit out of bounds, maybe? Is that enough? No, it's not. I unfortunately missed the incident there. As we see Gadget still trying to... Oh, what's happened to Johnny Hodgson? Johnny has slammed into the friggin' wall. Maybe out of the carousel. Oh, the rear end just did not want to grip. And let's take a replay look out of that. Coming into the carousel, and just the tires kills him, or the rear end kills Johnny Hodgson. Oh, now he has really screwed up his race, but there's an hour left. Anyone else, well, a lot of people could make mistakes. I am pretty sure Plux will not be one of them, but then again, mistakes does happen. But yeah, just look at how intense Blue is with Plux. Plux did sort of push Blue out. Oh, and Blue Razor is really pushing the limits of the track, and he gets himself a half-second penalty for his troubles. He pushed it a little bit too much. As we see, Britain's Pit in 3rd. He is trying to keep up with the 2 in front. Bottle Job in 4th. We have Diesel in 5th. Gadget in 6th. While his teammate is dying in the background. And we have Bobolupo, Senna, and Johnny is able to stay in front, and there he loses 2 positions to Juggernaut and Muller. And we have Glover there and Berkey Baby. As we see, KLS has disconnected yet again. Hello, Gary. How are you? As we see, Plux is still holding off Blue. Plux is doing well in the Mighty RX. As we see, oh, Plux with a little slide and scream from the tires. We see Britain's Bit. Yes, sir, I did put the link on Discord in the YouTube Twitch channel section of Discord. So it is down in that section. As we see, Gadget is right on Diesel's heels. Bottle Job has himself a little gap to Diesel, not much, but enough to hold Diesel off, and Gadget is trying to get past Diesel. As we know, Diesel is not an easy man to get past, but if you want to get past, you will have to find the way. A lot of action here right now. Where is Johnny? Johnny is a minute behind the leaders and 30 seconds behind Berkey. So, not a good start for Johnny, but he could be able to catch up to the rest as we follow this trio or quadro around the ring. As we know, Gadget is a ring fox around the ring. He should be able to find himself a way through Diesel, or just pressure Diesel into a little mistake. They are very close to each other, as we see Ricey also putting his dice into this fight. We have Senna and Babalupo a little distance further behind. As we see Gadget, he is trying to psych out Diesel. He is trying to find a way through that mighty Jag as he gets a little tail slide on the rear end of that Eagle. He lost a little bit of precious gap in time up to Diesel from that little mistake. Babalupo has been into the wall somewhere. Let's hope it doesn't affect his performance too much. Senna is just trying to stay out of trouble. Juggernaut in his beautiful star-looking, well, space star-ish car. And Muller in 11th place. We have Glover in 12th, Berkey in 13th, and Johnny in 14th after his unfortunate mistake. So, we still have Plux and Blue Racer following each other. And we have this quad of cars following each other. And Britain Spit is just in the race of his own and trying to conserve tires and fuel and maybe undercut people, maybe do a one-stop if it is possible in that mighty Gojira. Rice is doing better than expected. Yeah, he's actually doing better, but Rice isn't necessarily terrible on the ring. He just lacks the speed to keep up with the rest, and that's about what I am. I just lack the speed to keep up with the rest. As we see, Gadget is still following quite closely to Diesel. Ricey is in 7th behind the 3 guys in front of him. Will Gadget be able to do anything? As we see Diesel going a little bit off in YouTube corner. Will that be enough for Gadget to make a move? Oh, not yet, but that puts Ricey very close and making it possible for Bottle to just slowly inch away. As we see, Ricey is right behind. Gadget will have to defend and attack at the same time. But he doesn't crack under pressure, so let's just see how things go. The corner is called Brunchen. Oh, okay. Well, I call it YouTube corner because that's where I usually see YouTube clips of it. So, yeah. YouTube corner is what I call that. But thank you, Gary. Maybe you can help me with the names of the corners and especially the straight. I have no idea what any of the corner names are called. As we see, Plux is... Oh, he's gotten passed by Blue. But then again, Plux can now just conserve fuel, conserve tires behind Blue. Blue is prone to making mistakes. He's gotten a couple of penalties so far in this race. And they're going around for another bout. And we have Gadget. He is ahead of Diesel. Did that happen on the straight? That it did. The mighty Yeetle passing Diesel. So now it's up for Plux to really push the hell out of Blue's pace and patience, and put the stress levels up to the absolute maximum. Because as we all know, Plux does not go down without a fight. That's for friggin' sure. Quiddleback. Oh, I can't even say that. As we see, Plux going past Blue on that narrow piece of road. Oh, Plux has got some balls. They are huge. Here he comes. Oh, he just squeezes himself through. Oh my goodness. Plux knows this track well. He knows exactly where to position his car. As we see Gadget chasing down Mr. Bottlejob now at this point. Whew. As we see Diesel following Gadget, we have Ricey just trying to stay out of trouble. We have Bobalupo still with damage, and the car isn't affected too much from it. He's 3.4 ahead of Senna, with Juggernaut 1.5 behind him, chasing him down. Muller is 11 seconds behind. And we have Glover. Johnny has caught up to Berkey. Where is Berkey? Berkey has probably been into the pits because of damage or any other unforeseen events. Schweden Cruz at the end of the next straight. Then Fuchs. God damn, you Germans. I can't say those names unless I actually hear how they are pronounced. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Gary. Forgive this Norwegian. As we follow Blue, I just need to take myself a little drink. So, we have Plux and Blue in a massive fight. When will this end? Will it end with anyone crashing? Oh, as we see, Blue is really pushing the limits of of his car. That's for sure. Don't do the same as you did in lap 1, Blue, where Plux just blatantly pushed you off from what I could see. But that could again be down to the stewards. Who act after carousel? Who? Oh man, you Germans. You Germans are difficult with names. I could probably pronounce it when I hear it, that's for sure. As we see Blue going on the inside into the carousel, as we see... Oh no! Was there damage from that? Was there damage from that? Did Plux get any damage? No. Let's take a look back at what transpired between these two. And Plux losing it on the Dipper, and a massive wheel sprint from Blue, almost ending up in tragedy and crashing. And oh man, I'm gonna lose my voice at the end of this. I'm very sure I'm gonna lose my voice at the end of this. As we see, Gadget has taken up the chase to Bottle Job. Let's see how the tires look from the guys. As we see again, Gadget is the tire saving master. He is the Dark Lord of tire saving. And yeah, his tires are supreme. As we see, the tire wear is actually quite low. Bubbalupo just safing it into the finish. As we see, Senna is trying to catch up to Jignaut. Muller there just trying to endure the race and don't crash. Oh, and what? I didn't pay attention to the screen. What happened? Let's see what happens here. In the YouTube corner. Yes. Oh. Oh, Muller just narrowly escapes damage from YouTube corner. Yes, I jinxed it. I jinxed it for sure. Oh no. Johnny will not be pitting anytime soon, as he just goes very wide. Berkey has gotten some damage again. And let's take a look back at these two. They have been fighting non-stop from the very beginning, but it looks like Plux has the upper hand at this point. But Plux can definitely not put his shoulders down, that's for sure. He'll have to keep his defense up every step of the way, and that will probably exhaust him. As we see, Gadget has finally passed Bottle. Oh, and look at this! 3 wide! And Gadget manages to escape that with any damage. Let's see, Bottle and Diesel, no damage on any of them. And Gadget is taking up the fight to Brit. And look at Brit's tires. Barely any tire wear. How the hell does he do it? Smooth driving. An act of Satanism. I guess we'll never know. Maybe it's the magic of being in the onboard view. As we see, Bottle Job is trying to hold off Old Spice at this point. Old Spice does have a little tiny bit better tires than Diesel. Bubbalupo there, still staying out. Juggernaut inching closer and closer as we see Ricey has been into the pits for a new set of tires and fuel. Glover with some damage on his right front and some aero damage. And we have Muller being chased down by Senna. Oh my goodness. Senna has been into the pits. Gotten some new tires. Yeah, Diesel is Old Spice, Spice Boy. He is apparently up there in age, so he came up well, the rest of the M4R crew came up with Old Spice. So he's Old Spice. We have Baby Spice. We have First Time of Asking Spice. Old Spice. We have Bottle Spice. Who was the rest? Glover, he is something Spice, because I don't remember what Spice I called him. We have Berkey Baby, he is Purple Spice. So, yeah. Yeah, I think he's about around there, yeah, maybe. So we can see now straight away that when Gadget was able to get past these two knuckleheads, as he probably says under his helmet, that now Gadget can really open up the taps and drive away from these two. Right now, I think the top four are the absolute best and strongest on the Nordschleife. And yeah, it's going to take a lot to catch up to these guys. As we see, oh my goodness, look at the left rear of Plux and look at the tires of Blue. Blue has conserved his tires a lot more, but that is because he is staying behind Plux. Even though he's trying to fight, even though he's trying to get past Plux and possibly try to get away from him, he still saves a lot of tires because of stuff. My brain is not working at the moment, so yeah. Ugh. My mouth is getting dry very fast. Ugh. There's no breathing room for Plux here. As we go and check on Brit and the Spit, he is just trying to survive all of this. Does it say on his car what charity he is driving for? No, it does not. Oh, Pilgrim's Hospital. There we go. That's the charity he is driving for. We have Diesel ahead of Bottle, so the two Spice Boys are fighting each other. I'm not thinking of any team orders today. Bottle's faster than you. Can you confirm the message, Diesel? There's probably not going to be any messages like that tonight or today. Tonight, depending on when you watch this. We have Juggernaut trying to catch up to Bobalupo. And yeah, Bobalupo or Rockboy is still driving with a damaged vehicle. Maybe he's going in this lap, maybe he's going in the next. And that will definitely be a one-stopper for our Rockboy. Senna has been in, I think, for his one and only pit stop. Johnny there, catching up to Glover, as we see Glover with some damage on his right front. That could have incapacitated the car a little bit, crippled it. But let's hope it doesn't affect the performance too much, but the Beetle will have a lot of speed down the straight. And Glover just slotting in behind. As we see Muller. Oh, Muller has been into the wall. I don't think I will be able to capture that. It could have happened a lot further down the road. Yep. That is a shame. As we see Blue is ahead of Plux, and that has probably happened a little bit before where we caught up with these two. And Plux now also has a little half-second penalty. He was a little wide over one of those S-turns. The tires are starting to affect the performance of the RX. Yeah, these two are freaking going mental. It has been less than a second between these two for the majority of the race. So I'm just gonna do one quick view down to the rest of the guys. As we see, Gadget has been into the pits. Ricey has passed. So Gadget has lost a lot of time staying behind Ricey. Same with Diesel. And, well, staying behind. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But let's get back to the action between Plux and Blue. Right now, it is the most exciting battle out on track. So we'll stick with these two until their pit stop, their one and only pit stop. And I can feel my throat already going quite itchy. So, yeah. I'm probably not going to have any voice left tomorrow. As we see, Bubbalupo has disconnected and left the building. Yeah, that is probably what Plux is doing. So let's check the fuel levels. Oh, yeah. Blue has saved a lot more fuel behind Plux because of just staying that close. So it has benefited Blue. But then again, Blue is now in the charge. On the charge. Depends on how much fuel these two take on. A few small accidents can happen to anyone. As we see, the gap is increasing with Blue and Plux. So I think Plux might have eased off a little bit. Bubbalupo comes back to the room to spectate. Yeah, I think Blue might win some time in the pits as well, but Plux is quite strong. He could be goofing around with Blue right now and just letting him think he has the edge. I've driven enough with against Plux to know that Plux means business on Nordschleife, and this is his track. As we see Blue going very wide on the grass. Let's hope it didn't cause him too much trouble into the carousel. As they both come out safely out of the carousel, just let's take a look back down the field. We have Ricey in fourth, 5.2 seconds ahead, 5.3 seconds ahead of Gadget. Gadget is 2 flat ahead of Bottle. We have Senna in seventh. We have Johnny, Juggernaut, Glover. What's happened to Diesel? Diesel has smashed it into the wall. And it is a lot further back than my camera will allow. That is a shame. Diesel had a good run, but like I've said, Nordschleife is a very difficult track. It's very easy to make a mistake. I've found myself being consistent, but that's about it. Consistent, but not too fast. But that is how I drive. Consistent, but well, average speed, I would say. As we see, Plux is very strong in this section of the track. He has caught up. Whoa, he's trying to burn off some penalty. Not something I would have done. But, oh yeah. That's another thing. Did Blue pass Plux with a penalty? Because that rule is in effect in the ADEC Championship. You pass a guy with, you pass another opponent with a penalty, you get a 5-second penalty added to your race timer, or was it 30? I don't really remember. But that would be interesting for the stewards to take notice of. Did Blue pass Plux the Duck, the Quack Master, with a penalty? Did Blue pass Plux with a penalty? That could have made or broke the first place for Blue. So let's see if these two monsters goes into the pits. They do. And I think Britton Spit will possibly go in now. He is probably on the one stop as well. He goes into the pits. As we see Ricey coming down the long straight. And let's take a look at Blue and Plux. See how much fuel these two take on. Blue came out before Plux. Blue gained 4.4 seconds on Plux. Holy balls. Plux took on a lot more fuel than Blue. So Blue might have to fuel save a tiny bit. But I don't think more than just over half tank would be needed for the rest of the 25 minutes remaining. So Plux really overfueled his car. Could this be a gamble? Could this be stupid? Or is it a chess move out of another world? We all know how strong Plux is, and he can open the taps to full all the way to the very end right now. So this could be one of the greatest chess moves that Plux has ever made, and he will catch up to Blue in a few moments. Coming back to that later, we have DJ Rice still staying ahead of Gadget and actually increasing the gap down to Gadget. Last time we saw him, it was barely, 3 seconds? And now it is... thank you for that, Gary. Plux used 83 in the first 34 minutes. So he's slightly overfueled like I thought he did. But then again, he can go balls to the wall with the fuel and use every ounce of rev. Okay. Beautiful camera angles in the live comms over there. Just look at the beautiful Supra. As we see, Johnny Hodgson has gotten himself up into 9th. If it wasn't for his spin out of the first carousel, he would have probably been in the top 3. Diesel now has been into the pits to fix his previous damage, but he has gotten some more damage for his troubles. So let's hope it isn't too severe and that he is able to complete the final laps. Berkey has had a troubling race so far, but he isn't giving up. Same with Muller. Managed to spin out of the YouTube corner, but managed to stay out of trouble. No damage, and then suddenly, a few laps later, or a lap later, he slammed into the wall somewhere. As we see, Blue is losing the gap down to Plux. Plux is just gaining like a bat out of hell. It was 4.5 seconds last time we saw these two. Now it's barely 2 seconds between them. This is Plux's pace. He is rapidly fast around the Nordschleife. And he isn't the champion around here for nothing, that's for sure. Still a little bit of time before he catches up, as we catch up with Brit in the Spit going around the mighty, beautiful carousel. Ricey is catching up to Brit in the Spit now, also going through the beautiful carousel. Gadget around the carousel. This is such a beautiful corner to drive around if you get it right. Oh, as we see Senna sliding around. Oh, Senna is very low on fuel. His tires are cooked. They don't look it, but they are cooked as he tries to hold off Juggernaut. He tries to fend them off, but it's not going to be easy at all. Oh, he has no grip. Dirty tires. He's struggling to keep Juggernaut behind. Yeah, that could be Gary. Absolutely. Let's just take a look. There's less than a second now. Just gonna follow this little fight between Juggernaut and Senna. Just, yeah. Juggernaut is kissing the exhaust pipes of Senna right now. Like that. And Blue is starting to feel the pressure from the mighty Quack Lord. Just so many battles going on. And it looks like Blue Racer has covered off Plux for now. The Jag is rapid down the straight, as we can see. He's just gapping Plux now. But Plux is insanely strong in the handling sections of this track, that's for sure. Oh, Blue going very wide. Fuel comparison. We see that's the fuel of Blue, and this is the fuel of Plux. Plux has a lot more, so he can burn a lot more. We have Ricey into the pits for his final stop. Brit in the Spit in third. We have Gadget in fourth. Where will Ricey end up? We see Bottle there. I think Ricey will come out behind Bottle, but in front of Senna and Juggernaut. And we have Juggernaut there. Where's Ricey? Still in the pits. And he comes out in 7th place. Now, let's follow these two. These are the two closest out on track right now, I believe. And Plux is on the hunt. He can smell it. He can smell what Blue's cooking. And he goes on the inside of Blue. Oh no, he overcooked it. He overcooked it. What in the world were you doing, Pluxy? Oh, I think Blue fooled him a little bit, or Plux tried to outbrake Blue a little bit there. Didn't work. But Plux is still on the hunt. Just look at how close. Look at how close. Blue is trying to attempt to make that Jag the widest car in the world. I am just going to quickly take a look down if there's any close battles at all between any of the guys. There is not. Nope. So we're gonna follow these two. We might be following these two crazy guys until the very end of the race. They are the absolute closest on track right now. My voice is breaking. Plux is really on the move. Will he try to attempt the move Blue attempted in lap 1 to go on the inside or the right side of Blue now? Will Plux attempt it? I don't think so. Plux is a smart feller. He will wait until it's safe to get past. Probably if he can stay behind at this point, stay behind and just stress Blue the hell out. And possibly make it so that Blue makes a mistake. Or he will do the passing maneuver on the big straight. A lot of screen time for these two. And my voice is starting to squeak. Yep. Squeak. There we go. My voice is starting to squeak. Oh! Oh yeah. Blue is absolutely pushing it just to try and stay ahead of the Quack Lord. Quack. It's been a very intense battle for 45 minutes between these two. Not an inch between them almost. Hasn't been more than a second between them before the pit stop. And it's less than a second, half a second right now. These two are absolutely insane. Oh, as we see a big jump from Plux as he goes off into the gravel. Oh no. Oh, Plux just overcooked it. Plux overcooked it. He got too confident. Got one wheel on the wrong side. Yep, that was enough. Even the champion Plux is prone to making a mistake. Even Plux is human. Now Brit in a spit is in second place. There's 12 seconds up. Oh, as you see Brit in a spit going into the wall. No, this is the commentary's curse. Oh no. This is a live commentary curse striking Paul. No, no, no. What? Did Paul look back in the mirror or something? Oh, he overcooked it into the mini carousel. Got some damage on his right side. Oh no. Just Plux going through. This is a tragedy. Oh, Plux has 14 seconds to try and catch up, but I think the race is won for Blue unless he slams it pure and clear into the wall. Oh, going very wide out of the last turn. Oh, wow. As we see Plux just... I think Plux is really mad. A lot of naughty words going through his helmet right now. a lot of F-bombs, a lot of C words for women's private parts. And yeah, I think Plux possibly got a little too overconfident and overcooked the car. So this could be the moment for Blue to just calm everything down, put it in fuel map 2 or 3, and just ease it in to the finish. Britain's bit continues with his damage. It's probably not too crippling, but it is going to affect his performance a little bit. Gadget now in the 4th. He has had a pretty smooth race now. He had to do a lot of fighting in the start, but he should be out of trouble, and he should be doing a 4th place without any issues at all. Bottle Job now in 5th position. Everything has calmed down a little bit, and yeah, Juggernaut in his beautiful looking space livery. Very, very good looking livery from the Frenchman. Very, very good. As we see Johnny Hodson, and yeah, DJ Rice there. He has some aero damage on his front. He's probably slammed into the rear of someone. As long as it doesn't affect his overall handling performance, I think Ricey should be able to deal with that issue. As we see Senna, still he's struggling a little bit with this track. Glover in 10th. We have Berkey in 11th. We have Diesel coming into the pits. He's had enough of that damage. And we have Muller dead last, and he has spun his rear end into a wall somewhere. Let's hope that doesn't affect the performance too much. Now, what can we say about Blue? He has been consistent, a very aggressive driver, but consistent, fair, and yeah, he has done a remarkable job to just keep that car on track. He's had a few moments out of the carousel and other places, like in this section of the track in lap 1. And yeah, he's done a remarkable job so far. Stayed out of trouble. He has fought fairly with Plux, but then again, it could be a little what's it called? Could be a little Stewart's penalty coming his way if he passed Plux with a penalty. If Plux by any means slid out of the track, lost control and fell off the track, that's when Blue can just pass. But if Blue passed on the straight with a penalty, that could be a whole different ball game. Now, Plux, he has caught up a second, but I really don't think it's enough. It's going to be one more lap, and I don't really think Plux has enough momentum to catch up to Blue. So, yeah, unless Blue has a big off, a big crash, whatever, I don't think Blue will be losing the position to Plux. Not one bit. Britain's bit has had a very uneventful race. He hasn't been too much in the camera today, but He had a little off in the mini carousel and just unluckily slammed the wall. Gadget has used a lot of his tires, but they should be good for another lap, and he should bring the car home in a safe 4th. Sir Bottle Job in 5th place has had a couple of good battles, good defenses, but other than that, a very calming race, I would say. Just trying to survive. As we see Juggernaut just pushing the car now to the very last lap. And we have Johnny, he's been off. Let's see, it's gonna happen in the little jump. Oh, he hit the brakes. Yeah, he hit the brakes very late, and he's been passed by Johnny. Ricey. I am losing my ability to speak properly, so yeah, apologies for that. A lot of action today, and it's been a lot of great action too. So, as we come back with Blue on his very last lap, he is 11.7 seconds ahead of Plux. No mistakes now, otherwise this will be a ruined race for Mr. Blue. But if he stays out of trouble, he will snag first. So a very good race from Blue for sure. We have Plux the Duck after his unfortunate mistake, so he'll just try and do what he can to maybe do a dent in the fastest lap time. Could be difficult with those tires though. Unfortunately, the RX failed him at his time of need. Britain is bit hanging on there with the damaged front end. And we have Gadget. He is closing in on Brit, so I imagine we'll see a little tiny battle. Gadget got a podium last week as well. Could he snag a podium this week? Make it a double. I think we're gonna follow Gadget and Brit and see if Gadget is able to catch up with Brit at all. Take a look at the tires. Brit's tires are ultimately a lot better. And I think if Brit really wants to, he could probably push the car a little bit more and stave off Gadget with his little bit worse tires at this point. But it doesn't matter. Gadget is insanely skilled at this track. He could be digging out the last few good tricks up his sleeve and catch up to Brit and probably ruin Brit's day of podium. I think Brit is able to hold off Gadget. As we see the gap between Blue and Plux now is under 10 seconds. But I don't think it matters. Blue will come out the victor on this one. Gap up to 10 seconds again. Plux is really pushing the last inches of his car now. Maybe there will be another lap for Blue and Plux. Just maybe. Oh, as we see Plux! No! What in the world happened? No, 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 no! Oh, Plux, what happened? Did you push it too much down the YouTube corner? Oh, he pushed it a lot in the YouTube corner, and oh, the back end kicks out, and Plux is just a passenger from this point. Oh no. Oh. He must be starting to hate this car now. Oh no. Yeah. Now Plux is probably pissed off. And we have Britney's Pit inching ever so closer. Take an onboard view with Brit. Yeah, Plux is down on engine power. There's no point in defending. Plux is down on engine power. He smashed his car out of YouTube corner. Now he's going to lose 2 positions down to Brit and Gadget, his buddy. Oh no, Plux must be freaking fuming underneath that helmet. He must be so angry right now. Oh no, it is not like Plux to do mistakes like that. It is not Plux's way to do mistakes like he just did. And Blue is going for another bout around the circuit. Where will Plux end up? Will he be able to hold off Bottle Job and Juggernaut and Johnny? Yeah, he'll probably hold off Johnny, but oh man, I am so sad for Plux right now, as we see Brit is able to hold off Gadget to come into a second place. A very good run from Britney's Pit and Gadget. New podiums for both of them, and Gadget is almost out of fuel, and we see Plux coming home to a 4th. Oh man, that is I don't really know what to say. Yeah, it's ooh. As we see Bottle Job, Juggernaut coming home to 5th and 6th. As we see Johnny coming home for a 7th. And he's looking very bingo on fuel at the moment. He'll probably be able to get it off the line on, yeah, like I said, I can't speak right now. As we see Ricey in 8th, we have Senna in 9th. Glover will come home in 10th. That is so unexpected to see from Plux. I've got it all on stream, Plux, so I'm sorry for showing that, but you know, in the heat of the moment, the action, all that stuff. Man, I'm really feeling for you right now, Plux. As we see Glover almost drifting out of the last corner, and we have Diesel. He has passed the mini carousel, coming out on the back straight now. Low fuel in the tank. We have Berkey in 12th. I don't know where Muller is. I think Muller disconnected or left the race. I think he must have had engine failure and left. So yeah, I'm really feeling for Plux. Plux is a good buddy of mine. Even though I've never met him, Plux and Gadget, you're my buddies. All of the guys in here are my buddies, and yeah, I've raced with Plux a lot, and I know this really hurts him. It's a big rookie mistake. It's a big, well, maybe not rookie mistake when the car just kicks you out like that, as we see it happening to Berkey. Oh no, what in the world happened with you, Berkey? Oh, your car is so damaged. Oh, what is he doing? Is he deliberately smashing his car up? I think Berkey is just giving up at this point, just trying to damage his car as much as possible, and it looks like it's working for him. And Berkey has had enough with the Nordschleife and is just damaging the rest of that made-for-racing mobile. As we see, Blue Racer has been pretty aggressive and dominant in this race so far, and he will come home to a very, very, very strong first place. It will bring him good points, but at this point, at this time, if he passed Plux with a penalty, I don't really think it will matter that much because he is over 30 seconds ahead of the next man, and well, just under 30 seconds, but I don't think it's a 30 seconds penalty for passing with a penalty that gets added to your time. I think you'll just get a slap on the wrist, and that'll be it. Berkey has still not gotten himself into the finish. He's just goofing off, just making life difficult for himself. And yeah, he's had enough, and he's just he knows he's not going to be able to grab any good points from this, and he's just goofing off at this point. So yeah, Blue has had an incredibly strong race, and he has done more or less no mistakes in this race. He almost got pushed off the track from. It looked like Plux pushed him off the track in lap 1, but Blue managed to keep his car on track, managed to get right back on Plux's heels. And today it was Plux that cracked under pressure, and the defining, destroying race moment for Plux was unfortunately the exit out of YouTube corner, where his car just, his car's rear end just kicked out on him and threw him into the wall with engine damage and suspension damage and aero damage, all that. So, a sad day for Plux, but this is one of Plux's strongest tracks, maybe in a very untested car for him, the RX Vision. So Berkey has just parked it on the line. As we see Blue coming down his final lap. Been a very strong race for Blue. I think he's going to be excited about this one. Maybe don't let it get to your head too much, Blue. But a very good race, definitely. And you deserve this win, that's for sure. So, good race from Blue. Good performance. And today it was Plux that cracked under pressure. So that's it, folks. Blue Racer in first, Britain Spit in second, Gadget in third, Plux in fourth. And yeah, that is it, ladies and gents. Well, Blue Racer, I'll say this. Hell of a race, sir. Hell of a race. Um, yeah, very strong. But yeah, that is up to the stewards. That is not for me to say. I didn't catch when you passed Plux, so yeah, it's really not for me to say. It's down to the stewards if they want to pursue it or not. Personally, the no passing while you have a penalty rule is a good rule, but it's also a rule that might not suit the ADEC championship. I have no idea, but yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Um, yeah, it's uh, it's a weird one. I don't really know how to explain that. Um, but it is what it is. The organizers make the rules. Uh, we, the drivers, and the rest just follow them. Try to accept them. The Jag seems very strong, Blue. The Jag seems very, very strong for sure. Yeah, for sure. This Jag is a strong car. Yeah, it looked pretty dominating from you out there today, Blue. Very great job. Great job. Oh well, I might do live comms next week. I'm not sure if Gadget would love me to do it. I probably will. Um, but yeah, this has been my first live comms in a good long while, and more to come later, I hope. And just look out for that. I will not be racing for the rest of the season, I think, for the rest of this year. But who knows? Maybe my hunger comes back at the end of the year, and I might do half a season or something. You never know. It depends on how hungry I get. Yes, so I think Gadget will probably close the room at any moment. So we're just gonna talk until then. And I have streamed on my PS5, and it looks like I get a lot better streaming stuff on the PS5. Um, it looks like it works a lot better. So yeah, definitely an exciting race. I have missed doing some live comms. I might not be doing the edited videos anytime soon, but if I am needed to do them when we eventually manage to start up again, I might think of actually doing it. Especially for the 90-minute races where I probably will have to do the commentary vids because of the size of the replay. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and this is Kimaru signing off. Have a nice weekend, have a nice night, and I will catch you all next time. So, this, like I said, Kimaru signing off, and see you next time. Bye bye.